Hey everybody, welcome. This is exciting. It's Friday. We're going to do a offline cube draft and then import our decks into Magic the Gathering Arena and battle there. We're going to include in our event today Ethan, aka Lord Tupperware of Lords of Limited, and we're going to battle him in the first round, and then I'm going to take on viewers, and I'm going to hop over to left monitor, and you're going to see the website on which we are drafting here. This is a hand-rolled cube. A friend of the stream, Nantuko Avatar, reached out to a friend of his, and they have a Magic the Gathering historic cube, and we're gonna get ready. I'm ready to go anytime. I'm gonna chat that in here. I'm ready to go whenever. Whenever is apparently when I'm ready to go. Good. I can wait for Tupperware. It looks like Tupperware is ready. Awesome. And so this is my second draft of this cube, and I'm pretty nervous because last week I offered chat access to do whatever they want to my hair above the neck should I ever 07 one of these events. So the pressure is now like always on here. And I'm gonna do what I can to at least get one win today. Trying for 7, but you know. So cube drafting, it's generally more powered than your regular draft. And in this case, though, so fixing is more important. You really want to be able to cast all your spells because all the spells in the cube are powerful. There's no bad cards in here. There's just maybe bad fits for your deck or whatever. So we want to focus on, we want to up our estimation of lands, and we want to lower our estimation of finishers, actually. The biggest difference in cube draft from regular draft is that it's so chock full of powerful ways to end games that you don't need to prioritize them like you do in a normal cube. You want to prioritize build-arounds and the generically good stuff that every deck in the format is going to want. So, for example, let's take a look here. Gin of Wishes, very powerful, but it's just, it gets you some extra stuff. Order of Midnight is a clear 2-for-1 and is single-colored, so I like that. Dreadhorde is a bit of a build-around. We could take Dreadhorde, start with Dreadhorde, and try to make use of what that's doing. I kind of like Dreadhorde Invasion as having good build-around potential, or, you know, I kind of want to take Expansion Explosion. I passed the Is It Spells deck before, and oh, it can have any number of rares. These packs are not, it's not like a regular set, D. This is just 540 cards. The rarity doesn't matter. There's 540 cards shuffled together into 15 card packs. So I think I'm going to start with the expansion, but I'm close to starting with the Order instead, or Order or the Dreadhorde. These are both appealing to me as well. But this is kind of more fun. Yeah, Djinn is also just super solid. We could just take the Djinn. Sometimes I feel like we end up taking upper left cards because they're in the rare slot, even though it doesn't matter, though. But this is a powerful effect if it sticks. Yeah, maybe we wait. All right, this is probably a little too greedy. So yeah, I want to I should get my polling ready, see what chat wants to do. Well, I guess we're taking the Djinn because it's what I've got selected. I don't want to move in on this. Yeah, we'll take Flyer is generically good. It's just, like I said, finishers aren't the biggest issue here, so I'm not too worried about them. And we don't need to marry our first picks either. Again, there's obviously going to be an aggro red deck and stuff. I'm just worried about it given how much lifelink there is in this cube. And Divine Visitation here is a build around. The one time I did battle and play, I played against Nantuko, who was running a Divine Visitation deck, which is basically White Weenie plus Visitation shenanigans. Yeah, we take the Vandal to continue to support, potentially ending up in the Is It Spells camp. But what's just generic? Like Night Pack Ambusher is just so powerful, though. Like this seems to me like I like the stuff that's like Planeswalkers. So I'm going to take Night Pack Ambusher. That maybe this is me and my standard stuff because I play this a lot. Played a lot of Simic Flash in standard, and this card was so rough. So yeah, strong song can be good too. A little more build around. I'm going to start with the abstractly good Ambusher here. How do I? Let's see. Okay, confirm pick. Well, who knows, Craig? I mean, again, this is not a single. Are you thinking of this in terms of rarity, Craig? There's no rarity here. There were a bunch of rares in the pack, a bunch of powerful cards. So yeah, in M20, if you got past an Ambusher, you'd be like, "What is going on?" But in this case, it's not that crazy. Commence the end game goes in the spell deck that I was kind of enamored with trying. Witch Stalker can go with the... Well, this thing is, if we do Ambusher, we really do want to try to operate on at instant speed where we can, but Eldest Reborn seems like a crazy good control card. You get Pulse. This Pulse... Yeah, let's just take... I'm going to continue to take what I think are the strongest looking cards in the pack, and that here is Eldest Reborn. Eldest Reborn. Keep trying to find our lane here. Yeah, Haj. Well, we were close, you know. Why this order? I mean, I don't care. What do you want? This? I generally worry about how this looks when we have enough picks for it to matter. It just doesn't matter yet, D. So we got some Sultai action going on right now. We could take Elspeth's Nightmare. You know I love me an Elspeth's Nightmare. Green Seeker is going to draw a lot of stuff over the course of a game, I bet. And it's a 2-drop. We got to watch out for our 2s. And what else? Sap Herd would go if we like took the song. You can do the song thing with the go wide with green. Hat wants the Green Seeker. Yeah, Nightmare might be worse in Cube, but it's still a fairly like it's not a vintage Cube. You know, this is gonna be still very limited. Like it's probably worse in Cube, but it's not that much worse, is what I'm saying. You want to go this Dryad? Oh, you want to try and get big? I don't know. Is that any good? $14 seconds here. Winged Words. I think I like... well, now, I'm going to take the Nightmare. I don't know. I can't pass it. Maybe I'm just got recency bias, but I like that card so much. And if we slide towards green-black Value Town, that's cool too. Ripjaw Raptor feels great for that type of deck. It's a little bit expensive. I do want to take care of our low end, but this is so powerful. You got it, Razor. Hey, it's my clock. I will abuse everybody watching and playing against me if I need to. And look, it's other people who are holding up the draft now. Ooh, I caught the disfigure caught my eye, but I think we could pick up a Destiny Spinner here. Should we get removal or good, excellent 2-drop? I think we're kind of solidifying towards green-black here, but we could also consider a blue card, I suppose. This is everything available on Arena. So not just the last 2 years, but it's the bottom line is available on Arena and I guess Historic. It looks like you know, Oko's not in the cube or anything. I think I'll go with the spinner here. Or try. There we go. Ooh, we got a Rabid Bite if we want some removal in here. Laptop Reaver could give us some bodies, although it's in here more for the Witch's Oven type card. I could take Witch's Oven so that nobody plays it. Alpha's pretty strong, but we would need to find splash for it. And enchantments right now we just have, well, we have 2 temporary ones and 1 medium one, but the Destiny Spinner, even if, look, Destiny Spinner would be a pickable, playable card here if it didn't have the activated ability. I'm going to hedge to the alpha, I think, but I'm sad with all the removal I'm passing. I'm going to, yeah, we'll spec on Reggie. Let's spec on Reggie. We might find the splashing tools or just be forced into it by the state of things. Fungal plots, ugh. I think there's nothing here for us, really. Maybe take a temple. Oh, I guess collision. Collision plays. We'll take that. We might end up splashing red here as well, so. Temple was where I was at, Craig, but then collision is just playable enough for us that I thought we should take it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Dead Revels for the Value Town late game Golgari or Aroa's Blessing or Slice and Twain. You know, you're gonna find targets for this around these parts. Elgar wants Blessing, moving on Gruul. Certainly it seems to be open, so I think there's some value in that. I think Elgar, I think this is our late pack sign that nobody's in red-green, and maybe we could be red-green splash Eldest or something like that. But I think I'm with Sir Elgar here that Blessing is really appealing given that we haven't seen a lot of black signals. Also, I think we're doing best of 1. Oh man, we could take Song here and try to move into the Song deck, although we've passed a lot of the pieces. We might get a couple of them at the end here. Shieldbreaker also, though, fine in... maybe, I guess, we don't want to be Song. We just want to be... If we're going to be red-green, we just want to be red-green good stuff. So what do you like between Armchair and Shieldbreaker? I think we want one of these two. No, I don't want to be on voice when we're looking to be aggro. I think it's one of the creatures. Do we want to be better about flyers or artifacts? I guess we have our answer. Chainweb it is. Blast Zone seems good to still have in the pack. But the nice thing about Deacon is that it's not high variance. The thing I specifically like about Shield Breaker and Best of One is that if they have an artifact, sweet, 2 for 1. If they don't have an artifact, hey, you've got a curve filler. It's not the worst. You don't think there's good artifacts in this cube? I don't know. You go look at the artifacts and tell me if we won't find something for it. In the meantime, Green Seeker, I think much better than... I mean, this can make some stuff unblockable, but we just want Green Seeker. Yeah, we'll see. This was a free pick. I didn't take this because I'm sure we're going to play it. I took it because it was the clear pick in the pack, but we'll see. None of these seem like they matter much. We'll take the Warrant since it can go in the most decks. Storm Tamer says the Skies deck was there if you wanted it. I take this. Last pick Reaver is actually good for us if we were still in the black deck, but I think we're leaning red here. Although our low end is in some serious trouble. Let's be clear. We only got a couple of low end cards. Well, we were trying to be red-green, but now we're getting some tools to potentially look back towards black, right? Look at these black cards. We could also just take a safe green card like Rec Sage. Yeah, we should probably take something that we could splash if we wanted to do it. But if we take Conrad, like we have another 5 and we're really pushing back towards main black. And boy, if we're taking Conrad, actually, you don't just want Chupacabra. We can get some raised deads and stuff. Sir Elgar thinks it's Spawn or Anax. Interesting. Where am I at? I'm on, like, decide if we take double black, which is better. But Plaka Worm is also bonkers if we're going to try to get up there. I'm going to follow my leaning back to Chupacabra. If we end up green-black, we're doing a lot of graveyard stuff, and getting back Chupacabra out of the graveyard is great. I am going to do it. I'm going to take a hedge back towards black, and we'll see where we go here. I haven't seen any of the lands to take to kind of support our possible splash. We can take Wolf Willow Haven as a 2-drop ramp, which we're looking like we're going to need it. I mean, us going 2 to 4 here is nice. 3rd turn Ambusher, 3rd turn Ripjaw Raptor, 3rd turn Chupacabra. Those are real plays. So I'm going to put it on the Haven now on the strength of that possible interaction. Gravebreaker Lamia is also interesting, though. Yeah, we can totally work the graveyard plan there. But I think this deck, especially with where we're at, like, look at our curve and everything. We got 1 Green Seeker. I really want to get us ramping from the low end. So I'm going to, even though this is pretty unimpressive as far as quality of picks in this cube go, I think it's what our deck needs at this point, so I'm going to take it. Maybe I can do it this way. Nah, it's probably better for... I was thinking of moving... I'm looking at this chat. Oops, but it's... Oh, great. Yeah, minimize everything on my entire screen, because that's what I want to do. All right, we got our pick. Except I lost chat. Where'd you go, chat? All right, I got chat back. Tender Shoot is one of those cards that acts like a Planeswalker. Beanstalk Giant, super appealing as well. Again, we are trying to... Beanstalk ramping here would be very nice, I gotta admit. But I can't pass this Dryad. I think it wins games on its own, and we can also start thinking about things we can do with sacrificing and stuff. Fun draft so far, Nantuko. How's it going for you? I'm not drafting against Nantuko, right? We just got our tournament director here in the house. Yeah, Divine Visitation's a fun card, and we did pass it, right? Oh, no, we looked at it. Oh, we had one in the pack, so we need to keep in mind that we could be up against Divine Visitation stuff. Take the Hostage Taker to potentially splash if we go back to Golgari, but if we're in Golgari, we probably just want the Assassin's Trophy, or we could take Chromantic Lantern to help with splashing. We're pretty empty at 3. It's ramp and fixing, which we could use. If nobody's in Golgari, we might even get the trophy back out of this pack. Like, I think this is what we need more. Both in curve and in effect, I'm a little more concerned about our Lantern's needs than trophy needs, so I'm going to take the Lantern here. Hostage Taker is very, very tempting, but we don't have the tools to splash it yet, so let's get the tools to splash it so we can consider taking stuff like this successfully later. All right, what have we got? Renata is not really still where I want to be. I think we want Lovestruck Beast. We get Lovestruck Beast as a 1-drop and a 3-drop, which is our least filled part in the curve. So, taking the Beast. Is there anything like? Yeah, I don't think we're Renata. Dawn of Hope is a great combo with the Visitation that we passed. This is all making me want to make sure we find some sort of enchantment removal for our. But I'm gonna take the Beast. We've not found any lands for what we're doing and no enchantment removal. We could take Spark Harvest here, though. I like Spark Harvest over the Demise in terms of the flexibility to get Planeswalkers, even though I guess there's not a lot of Planeswalkers in the format, though. Zhang fixes. I really don't like this dude, though. We really want that? You really guys want... That's not how we're gonna... Nah. I want some removal. Wildcrafter is fixing in ramp. I just don't like this dude. I really don't. There are times where you can't play him. When the floor is... I have the mana and the card in my hand, and I can't play it. Forget that. Forget it. So yeah, I think it's Demise or Harvest, and it kind of depends on the nature of the Planeswalker count. I didn't get to do a deep enough dive into how many Planeswalkers, but we're not seeing a lot of them, so I guess I'll take Demise. Allosaurus is more for the... Well, we're not even that full at 4. This is going to be more of a 2 if we play it. Oh, I can't... So we don't even have that many 4s. We could just take the Allosaurus. But Enforcer... I'm worried about our low drops, and Enforcer might not be bad there. But still, I'm just going to continue going to the big stuff here. And I just don't think a 2-drop Death Toucher is what this deck is looking for. We want to try and find more 2-drop acceleration. Well, here's a 2-drop we can take, though. This is pretty good in this deck. This would be all right as well, but I really want to fill out our 2s. Oh, yeah, land. We could take the land. But man, this is a good 2 for us. Getting back some of this stuff with this, I think we got to take. I think we got to take Taskmaster and stay on the Golgari target. This isn't. This is like the worst of the land options anyway. I'm taking the 2-drop. All right, Reclamation Sage came back. I am thrilled to see that. Thrilled. We are going to slam that. Yeah, right now we're like not red at all. I can cut it entirely if we want to see what the straight Golgari looks like. Taskmaster is okay. Taskmaster getting back a Ravenous Chupacabra, a Nightpack Ambusher, a Ripjaw Raptor, an Allosaurus for another go-round, a Tendershoot, though that seems good. You want? I would take it. D, I hope you're right. I hope nobody's in blue-black and we get a hostage taker. As it is, I think we might get our stuff taken hostage more likely. We could take the Watery Grave to potentially splash the hostage taker if we found it. We'd be giving up a 2-drop that's decent and a 7-drop I don't really want to play. Why do you want the Paragon? Just because it's a 2-drop that fits the curve? I mean, it does have, you know, it can jump in and kill something. But I think Watery Grave sets us up to be able to splash. True likes just taking the thing that helps us where we're at. Yeah, I'm going to take the Grave. This is a fine card, but Grave could set us up to be able to do a lot more. And we got the Beanstalk Giant back. Thank you. Yes. And the trophy came back. I told you. I don't even like the Forerunners. If the Forerunners were an actual, honest-to-goodness Craterhoof behemoth, I'm in. But let me tell you, that Forerunners is no Craterhoof behemoth. I don't think we're ever playing the Vindictive Vampire, but I don't think even if we splash red, we're doing that. Still, what do we want to hate draft? I think Vampire is the scarier thing for us, and it technically is in our colors, so we'll take it. But I don't think we're not playing a random Vampire in this deck. Dissenter at 2 is fine. Might be cuttable. We're not really doing a bunch of sacrifice or anything, but it's at least a 2 we can consider. All right, what do we got? I guess Gilded Goose, take the mana, the fixing, and the ramp. It's really a bad pack for us. There's only Omnivore. Like, we're going to be sad on the wheel here. Pretty easy first pick for this deck. Yeah, not much for us, which is really sad about the wheel, but the Goose is great for us, so I like that. Multani is just one of the more unbeatable cards in Dominaria draft. Probably is the pick here for that reason. Keeper of Fables also nice, but Multani. Oh, Multani. Get in our deck. Man, usually I'm off air and have the heat back on by now. I might go get a hoodie because I'm getting a little chilly. We can't do the draft in Arena, Craig, but we import these and play on Arena, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, D, we were careful and patient, and we listened, and now we're totally in the right place, right? Feels good. No, these are other humans. Oh boy, we got an Acolyte of Affliction. Generally, when you see a gold card in your colors, you're going to go for it, but this might wheel because nobody seems to be Golgari, and we could take Hydra or Boar. Boar seems high risk to me in the format. I'd be more inclined to Hydra here. Hydra, wheel the Acolyte, right? I think that's what's correct. Although this is not bad. Isareth for our get it back out of the yard is not bad either. Yeah, the Awakener says, whenever this attacks, you may pay X. When you do, target creature card with converted cost X, return converted cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. If the creature would leave the battlefield, exile it. Anyway, so you can recast something from the graveyard when you attack with it, basically. Acolyte feels like a strong chance to wheel. So let's take Hydra. Wouldn't mind finding some more ramp here between now Multani at 6, Allosaurus kicking at 7, and Hydra. Additional ramp would be welcome. Speaking of additional ramp being welcome, how about a Paradise Druid? I didn't say Paradise Druid by name, but was literally thinking this is the card, if I could kind of pick anything, is the one I would take here. So Paradise Druid, no question. We'll see what we wheel, but this is what I want. And now, like, I don't think we're playing a Dissenter. Jade Light Ranger, excellent. Casualties of War. Can we count on this to wheel? Can we do Galta, really? I think every card in our color is good. I mean, we can even take a Brain Maggot here to at least to help our 2s, but our 2s are pretty thick now. Let's try and be greedy. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Are we expecting a casualty in 3 picks? We can take the Galta. We might be big enough for it. I love just generically powerful stuff like the Jade Light Ranger, though. This might be not the grown-up pick, but I kind of want to do it. I'm going to try and wheel the casualties. My inclination was Jade Light with our current hand. I'm going to take the Jade Light. I think it's the right place in the curve, and we have a solid chance to wheel the casualties. We could get Recollect to work with our graveyard. Nullhide is pretty nice. Just adding another big 4-drop. I mean, look at the 4s we're ramping into at that point. I think we go Nullhide over Recollect, but maybe I should just be looking to get back our awesome stuff. I'm going to take Nullhide. Yeah, if we don't wheel the casualties, it's true that we probably wheel Galta. Yeah, and Ferox, it turns off some stuff, but we're pretty creature heavy. Let's try the Ferox. Here we go, everybody. I mean, there's a Gary, but Maelstrom Pulse? Yes. We're no question we're pulsing it. Probably not even playing the Lantern anymore at this point. I think we're just gonna be green-black. Yeah, this is not a Gary deck. "26 cards, one of them is a land, so we only have 2 cuts from this. Probably laptop and currently like chain web. I think this is currently our best deck. Who dat? Hey, Mobius. Thanks for the raid. Welcome, Mobius viewers. We are in the middle of a cube draft. We're pretty solidly Golgari, trying to fill out the end of our deck here. We could take the Blood Crypt to support splashing Regisaur Alpha and like a Blessing, but I don't think these are necessary. Our deck is stacked without the splash, so I almost want just the Forever Young to get back value out of our yard. And we're not the sacrifice deck, and we're not so aggro that we can reliably expect to juggle on 3. So I think I just want the Forever Young, and then we'll consider if we're going to play it or not. Getting all coffee for some reason. Okay, here is the pack 3, pick 1 wheel. I don't think we want a ghost form. We can take an Omnivore, but it's not really doing anything. We might cut. Like, what do we not want to... Like, let's take Flood of Tears as something we don't want to face. So not playing any of this means we got to figure out what's best against us and take that. And I think it's Flood of Tears, so we'll take that. Sometimes you hate draft. Connive is fine. We are not playing blue, but Connive can be cast as a single-colored spell, but we just want Keeper. I don't know if we're playing Keeper either, but probably. Let's try Keeper. Or Guardian. Another thing about Guardian, I mean, it's another 4, but we can pretty easily fight a big creature and have it die. Yeah, I just don't think... This is more of a sideboard card to me, and we're not sideboarding. So I think it's Keeper or Golden, and I'm not sure which one we want. Any thoughts? I guess I'll take... Oh, well, decided for us. Golden. And we'll take... We wield our Acolyte. We'll take that. And we get a fungal infection if we want it, which I guess we do. Acolyte will. I don't think we can not play the Acolyte, but tough cuts for sure ahead. I guess I should have thought that through and taken... Take a Rupture Spire. Tower Scout. So Rupture Spire... We can probably play the Blast Zone since we're staying 2 color and have fixing. We did not wield the big, powerful spell, but it's okay. We have Assassin's Trophy, we have Maelstrom Pulse, we have Eldest Reborn, we have Nightmare, we have Demise. We have lots of control tools here. Well, true. It's just about staying focused in terms of what you're trying to do with your deck. I'm going to pop this to here. I want to go Draggable. And we're going to cut that. We're going to put this in the 3s. I'm going to put this up here just so we get all of our stuff. So 28, 27, 65, 24. We can cut 3. This can be a 24, a 16 lander, but maybe 16 lander, no Blast Zone. Maybe fungal is not enough, good enough here. Probably need to cut a 4. What's our worst 4? Is it the Guardian? I don't think it's the Acolyte. It might be the Guardian as being a little too cute. And everything else is just, you know, on it. I think if we go to 16 land, we should cut Blast Zone. Or Blast Zone is like, yeah, Blast Zone is our 17th land, or we can cut it and go 16. Yeah, the Blast Zone hurts us here, doesn't it? And maybe we don't do, yeah, there's a suggestion not to do 16. Partly we have Beanstalk Giant that cares about lands. So does Multani. Yeah, that's a good point. Hydra is at least in this neck of the woods. Yeah, maybe cutting Nullhide is correct. We have a lot of big stuff, and we have a lot of non-creatures we do want to play. Thank you. I also like, by the way, we could export this and build it on Arena, but when I build it on Arena, I accidentally put things into the collection when I need sideboard. So I like building in here, especially with the new tools to make it better to do so. And then just export it ready to go. Yeah, Green Seeker, better with a higher land count. So we need one more cut then. Is it Forever Young, since we have Acolyte of Affliction? Although Forever Young, just piling up a bunch of stuff post-Wrath. Mike wants to cut the Haven, but man, Mike, I want to play 4 drops on 3 in this deck, right? Maybe even like a Demise. Here's the thing with 16 land. I am torn because this draws a card. We have gets lands, is ramp, is ramp, is ramp. We have 5 cards that contribute to our ability to do mana. So you think about cutting Lovestruck? Well, yeah, if they kill our 1/1, Lovestruck is not doing much. That's a good point. Maybe we cut Lovestruck. And then we can do 17 still? I think I like this. $11.6 doesn't feel correct, though. We want $10.7 maybe? $9.7 in zone. Yeah, we could do the zone. Zone could, we said it could be our 17th land. It's powerful. There's stuff going on here that makes it rough, but we have a lot of fixing, folks. We have a lot of fixing. Maelstrom Pulse ended up on Arena because they brought it in for Historic. They did some Historic injections. I think I'm going to start greedy and run the Blast Zone. And, but maybe we'll get punished. We'll see. We could go 10-6-1. But with Ravenous Chupacabra, I don't think I want to go 6 black, even though we have a lot of... maybe we could. Is this nuts? Maybe this is correct. Just 6 swamps plus effectively 7, 8, 9. Wasn't there one more? There's like some Green Seeker. All right, let's try this. I think we're going to try this. Back to the game screen. And back to my normal view. Where's chat? I'm gonna accept. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna go to decks. Yeah, that's the thing, Mike, right? We're not trying to play Chupacabra on 4 or on 3 or whatever. So we'll import. Drop down to here. And then got to do some crafting here. No worries. I got lots of goods. And what are we calling this? Goal got there. And I like those sleeves. Let's do some fresh basics and then we'll get on it. Let's go with some good old Avons this time. Hey, it even suggested the way we want it. We'll keep the rat. Call it a deck, and we'll go challenge Tups. We're going to make it a 40-card best of one and challenge away. I'll just... The reason, let's talk about best of one. It's definitely at its worst in cube, and I was thinking about that. And I'll throw this out to you. The reason I'm doing best of one is the length of the event. I want to play every one of my 7 draft opponents at least once. If we did 7 full-on best of 3 matches, that's too long. No problem. I can talk while waiting. Should I cancel? I'll cancel and I'll let Tup. Can somebody tell Tup to challenge me when he's ready? No worries. I can. As you all know, I am perfectly capable of talking for a bit, so no worries on Tup's front. Should I send or should I let him send? Okay, I guess I'll do what my my Wrangler instructs. So anyway, back to the best of one, best of 3. If we really like the idea of doing best of 3, I would be up for doing this all day Friday. Like that we just don't draft normally on Friday and we just play best of 3s for 6 hours on Friday or whatever. Well, Adrian, we have a different point. The point here is different. Like we are trying to feature myself and Tupperware, and we're trying to let everybody who took the time to draft with us, let them get in on the action and get in on the streams. Great looking opener. We get Spinner into Nightmare if Tups drops something killable. Although I guess we'll go Green Seeker before Nightmare. I forget. When am I supposed to seek greens? I forget how to play this card, but that's fantastic. We get to... I'm just going to draw here. We'll take whatever we get and just Nightmare and attack. Nightmare and Green Seek at the end of their turn. All right, we'll get rid of that and take a note of this War Leader. That's a powerful card that we're going to have to pulse. And in the meantime, we could Forever Young to try and... Oh, sorry. Wait, isn't it? Oh, it's just non-creature spells, not on our turn or whatever. Yeah, we need to activate to try and get a land here, right? Let's look for that. Nah. I guess we just play the spinner. Nothing else to do. Just sad that we know we're not going to draw a land as well, but maybe Greenseeker will find us one on top. Also, with the pulse, it doesn't even... We're good. We are good with the pulse, but I'm going to seek greens anyway. We could try an ambush, but I'm not going to mess around. We're going to get rid of this War Leader. Yeah, I forgot to put the stop on. But I lose... Yeah, it's tough. This is a tough card to play perfectly. Find us a land now, though. And we get... Well, maybe we just try an ambush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess it starts getting there on its own, so we should just max out. They're not showing anything to deal with this, so let's do it. Sorry, true, the reason I was thinking... in my head, I needed to read my rare. In my head, Tender Shoot only started making stuff when you got to Ascend. So in my head, I was thinking, let's get to Ascend before we risk the Tender Shoot. But of course, the strength of Tender Shoot is that it gets you to that. So you're just going to do that every time, basically. I can send the spinner. We have the Greenseeker back to block. But you can see how, if I thought this wasn't happening yet, that maybe this wouldn't be the play. Oh, really? You'd hold? Are you, oh, okay, Mike. Yeah, Mike is... you got me, Mike. Once. We're done now. Well, my hair is safe for another week. Sorry, D. Good game. Tupperware. We had the good matchup there. Sorry about that. Yeah, War Furnace, we went against Tupperware's White Weenie deck and removed a key creature, and that was enough. Well, we Nightmared and then killed a creature, and they couldn't really do anything else. He couldn't do anything else. Yeah, Nightmare on 3 was about all it took. We were wondering if this card was still good in Cube. Answer, yes, still good. Goose, you're late! We'll Druid here. Buckeye's got the red-blue deck. Happy to see them spending turn 2 on a thrill instead of a thing to affect the board. But now, how about a 2-power or less creature? That'll do, that'll do. We are everyone's nightmare. We could just go for a like a 4-drop, but we can do Goose Nightmare, so that's going to be the play here. They could counter. They got effectively 2 mana, so negate here would be pretty good. All right, they're blinking. I can handle that. Self-tempo there, and we get to continue to apply our pressure. Heck, we can just reborn next turn and take away that Electromancer. Oh boy. So many things. I think we got to get rid of Expansion Explosion, although maybe we just end the game before that matters. Shivan Fire. We take Lava Coil. Let's take Lava Coil. And then we get a we get something through the counterspell here. We can just play Ambusher. You like Ambusher or Raptor? I guess if we play Raptor and they kill it, we at least get a card back, right? Raptor says you can't kill this, and it survives. This is 4, not 5, right? Yeah. I gotta look at my cards again, folks. I'm presuming like I remember all this stuff, but I was thinking this was a 4/4. Yeah, I do like having Ambusher in hand because we can go ahead and send in the Raptor, pass the turn, and we can either Ambusher to draw out the Didn't Say Please if we want, or maybe they play something and we're free and clear, because, I mean, this is just going to win the game if they don't do something. Shivan Fire on our buddy the Goose. If we do anything here, we cannot then do the Ambusher, so I'm going to let it happen. Oh yeah, we can just ambush now, right? Let's just do that. We'll let that happen and ambush now. Good call, Mike. The whole point was to try and find a spot to get this through the counter, and now we got it. Yeah, I guess there was, but there's maybe one card that could have been something. All right, they found removal, but we have reborn. Although we don't necessarily want to reborn yet. They don't have either of these. Well, let's just make a huge Hydra. Hey, wait, Mike's giving me good advice again. Sorry, Buckeye. Not sorry. GG, Buckeye. Thank you, 5 Dodo. We're having a great time around here, especially now that my hair is doubly safe. All right, War Furnace, I'm coming for you. Although I don't know, I don't see you. You're on a different name, Furnace? Yeah, I'm already negative on gems because of wildcard expenditures. That's funny. Let's see, should I look at my chat? I don't know. I don't have War Furnace in my buddies, and I don't know War Furnace's... Oh, wait, there is War Furnace. I do have War Furnace. I just missed it. I am old. Sorry. Almost a year older. It's my birthday on the 7th. None of our ramp, so we do need a land, but with both of our colors, we are 1 away from a Nightmare on 3 again. So I think we're keeping it. Birthday traditions at our house are usually... so our family weekend breakfast is... oh, nice. We got some ramp on 2. Our local grocery store, Safeway, makes these kind of... They're bagels. Anyway, we have these bagels we like to get, and we do bagels, cream cheese, sausage, which is vegetarian sausage. My wife's a vegetarian, and I like the sausage just fine. And then, see, where are we putting this? We put this on... Put this on our forest. If War Furnace can get the Pride Mate out of range, that would suck. And there's a lot of lifelink. I'm expecting Pride Mate to be at least a 3/3 this turn, if not even bigger. But maybe we can then drop a Ranger. Okay, maybe we still Nightmare and we get out, take the Triton out, and find another means to get rid of that pesky Pride Mate. Certainly Tendershoot can start chumping if they don't have removal. I don't like any of our 4s here either. Let's just go... Yeah, let's Nightmare it up. Hey, Trophy will also get it done. Cleansing Nova, go away. And Farika's Spawn. We almost took these cards. I'm just going to start making saps. They're not showing any removal here, so I think Tendershoot's just going to start taking over. I guess I gotta watch out for this dude. Maybe I should have trophied the Awakener. Maybe I was asleep at the wheel on the Awakener. Although they've said they're not going to do it this turn. They have a Lamia and a Spawn. I'm going to wait. We're going to say no blocks here. Taking a big hit, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we find a land and play a spell, we get these into 3/3s. Yeah, in fact, at end of turn they just become it, right? So no blocks. Oh, hello, Chupacabra. We can't cast you yet, but I look forward to when we can. And now the graveyard being gone takes away the Awakener. And we can only play one thing, but it needs to be a permanent. So let's go Ranger, hold up Trophy. Yeah, Swamp would be good too. Let's find a Swamp. Yeah. Hello, Swamp. And that seems excellent as well. We'll keep that on the library. Although we cannot trophy if we want to get this off the top, so we got to keep that in mind. It might be worth it. We might decide... oh, no, sorry, it's there. They search, not us. Never mind. So we get this no matter what. I was thinking about the search, but the shuffle is theirs, not ours. D-Spark is okay because we have the Acolyte. We'll get that back. It does shrink our dudes to 2/2s for now, unfortunately. Oh, and it's Exile, so we don't get it back. Maybe we can kill it, and it's opponent stuff, right? So we can't even self-kill. Too bad. That's all right. We have good stuff here. Multani still looking quite good for us. As is really, you know, getting back a Nightmare for the Elenda. When does she get big? Whenever a creature dies. Yeah, so we might want to get Nightmare back. If we find a land, we can go Acolyte, get back Nightmare, kill Elendra. And we could trophy something here. Oh yeah, we have the Demise coming. So let's not even trophy yet. Although Demise still works, we could like kill one. What if we trophy the Awakener? So it can't get anything back. And can we do two things here? Not if we don't do this, but let's grotesque the Elendra now while we know it to get. Oh, we could wait for the spawn. Yeah, you want to wait for the spawn and choop Elendra. Yeah, I'm with that. Chupa chupa. See what they can get in their yard with this. We almost took this Lamia. I can't remember when we took over it, but I liked the decision at the time at any rate. All right, now I want to Acolyte back the Nightmare and... Well, yeah, maybe just Multani. Mike just wants to Multani. Be an FPS and not just Multaniing. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking of it in terms of... I'm not sure what I was thinking I was going to get with the Nightmare. It was something we already got. Oh, yeah, I was going to get Elenda. So my plan stuck in my head, even though it changed out from under me there. You don't think the trophy was clever? I don't know what you mean by that, D. Playing lands out now because we got Multani. And they've got 3... Let's see. If they pile literally everything in front, we can demise away something. We demise the spawn. Anyway, we're going to send Multani. And we can always... Yeah, we can send in Chupacabra to buy it back. We can send in... Multani buys... itself back. And yeah, they're gonna block with the spawn for sure. I'm just trying to figure out if we yeah, I'm gonna offer the Chupacabra. Yeah, it can chump, but they're not really attacking is the thing. I think you're still right though, Mike. We leave it back. We got something out of it too, D. Let's see. The other thing we could do here is, I mean, we have plenty of sacks to the spawn. We can really demise Pridemate here so that it doesn't get any bigger. Like, this could get big enough to be a problem, but maybe I'm just overthinking that and we're fine here. Yeah, I'll just let this go, and we'll continue to save the demise for this spawn. Yeah, good point that Woe Strider does free sacrificing, so if they go for the casting that, we need to demise the spawn in response. Clack Bridge. That's a pretty good spell. And I will do that. Yeah, I could sack Choop. That's a good call. I like that that idea, Draco. We'll keep that in mind here. I'm gonna well, no, I should still wait until like there's a potential double block. Ooh, Rex Sage. Do we get anything yet? Oh man, how do we not get anything with Rex Sage? Tribunal, we would get. What are you saying, True? Oh, Lamia. Sorry. Right. This border doesn't look... The black enchantment border does not really come through. But let's go Rex Sage then to kind of force the demise question. Really? I bet it's better than OK Fiddles, but maybe you've played it more than me. And we'll continue to leave everything else back and just send the 7/7. We're at 8 too as well. Can't just ignore that. I guess we could leave the demise up. We could also go... The Nightmare again doesn't get anything really for us. So yeah, we just keep demise up here. And maybe we will sack Chupacabra to the troll this time. So we can kill it. Stop this nonsense. Here's the window to demise the spawn in response. It's the card draw here that's killing us. We got to stop that. Ooh, hello. How much can we get away with here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we can Acolyte Choop and have Pulse backup? I guess let's Acolyte Choop with Pulse backup. Clack it up. Oh yeah, each land card in the graveyard. That's right. It's like, how did we get such a big Multani? That's how. And we still get to offer it. The thing about Multani is he comes back. We can get him back and recast him on the same turn, I think. Yeah, we have 8. We'll take this Primate out. And if War Furnace doesn't have Graveyard Hate right now, we'll get Multani back next turn. And even if they have Graveyard Hate, we got Pulse, so we should still be in decent shape with this board. All right, they like their top. Maybe that means they've got a Multani answer or just, you know, something powerful. Let's see. I would be thinking War Furnace would be holding out for either a Multani answer or just they think they can get there before we get there ourselves. To that end, we could even take a turn off from getting Multani back into play by and play the Pulse here. I think we need to start with getting this back into our hand. But here's where we could replay Multani, but I kind of like, I mean, maybe the safety play, just to make sure we don't out of the blue lose somehow to the Aerialist, is just get rid of the Aerialist. So I'm going to do that. It's a extra safe play, although we get exposed to potential discard risk. But I guess it needs to be exiled, or discard, we just do it again, right? Yeah, I'm going to pulse the Aerialist to be sure here. Oh, Multani has reach. Thank you, Invisible Man. Invisible... You're not Invisible Man, you're an Invisible Walrus. That's very different from a man, I'm sorry. But good call, good point. Easy to forget that we actually had the possibility. Now there's no reason to swing. Mike, did you want to pulse the Woe Strider and swing? I don't think we want to send all this stuff, right? I mean, it's decent. I'm going to say no attacks for now. We'd be trading one creature for a bunch of damage, which maybe it's time for, but I didn't quite feel it, Mike. What was your... You don't care if anything dies? I'm still just being cautious. Maybe I shouldn't be. They showed one sweeper at least, but... Yeah, I guess I should have. You're right. We don't care anymore. So that was a punt from me to not pressure their life total last turn, because I'm going to do it this turn. So punt from me last turn. I think Mike, as usual, was right. Should have swung. But let's do it now. Yeah, I could keep the goats back. I just did the lazy attack all, but we're going to have Taskmaster and Multani. That would be funny if I lost because I attacked with goats. Yeah, Taskmaster's not a blocker, you're right. They need to have a couple of things for this to be lethal, though. They need to be able to remove Multani and get one more point of power, and then we get really punished for sending in goats needlessly. Aha! But they still don't have the attack, because we have a good crackback. Yeah, actually, the goat attack was to try to lure War Furnace into attacking us here. Yeah, but pump, Mike? That's what I mean. These don't have pump. Let's see. We can get back Jade Light. Just because it doesn't necessarily mean we can't attack anymore, which just means you have to do the math. So they have a virtual 9. They block our biggest, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're too short on that, but we might want to send in the suicide, well, it doesn't even suicide. We get him a little life, but we send in the Taskmaster, and we get a big spell back. So we got to do it. We can also send in the Rex Sage, because if they want to block that, I'm fine with it as well. And even, in fact, the Chupacabra. We can send in all of this because either of these can die, and it's good for us. And in fact, maybe we just keep the goats. Like, I could attack like this, and if they want to eat a sap, and we have like 3 chumps. Maybe even this, and we just keep the goats back. Yeah, let's do this. I'll remember the goats this time. Although, also keep in mind, if I hadn't punted, the game would already be over. If I just swung twice, the way Mike had suggested, we'd already won. But it doesn't, we're not vulnerable to removal because we're getting removal. Do you see that? We're getting it. We get removal. And they couldn't give us the Rex Sage, or we just get back Multani. Gotcha, Mike. Gotcha. Mike had it figured out. As usual, Mike's a half step ahead of me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we get... I guess we can't get back removal this turn. That's the concern. But we get 3 blockers. They can't really get through 3 blockers here, right? And, ooh, Hydra is interesting. You just want Choopy, though, right? Yeah, Nightmare. In fact, maybe I could have done Nightmare. But I don't see why I should get Nightmare when we can just get Chupacabra. Or Hydra. Yeah, Hydra is like Chupacabra plus, right? Hydra. Just Hydra. Ooh, Blast Zone, also interesting. Why do we want Hydra as 0? Just because we're afraid of losing to removal? That's pretty good, too. Let's see. So if we assume this is nothing and put them at 4, we can get rid of the rider. Is this punch or fight? Fight. So we can give them we can get them to 4, and then we're still lethal. Or we fight this, and they're still at 4, and it's still lethal, and we get rid of this bigger thing. So let's do that. Although that can come back. Yeah, we can also get back Chupacabra. Like, actually, let's do it. Let's do it all. Yeah, we get to do it all. You're right, D. Without chat, you would have already 0-7'd me. So unfair. Even though we've done the statistical analysis and determined that I am literally better offline than online. I love Pouty D. So actually we don't have kill both, right? 1 mana short of kill both, but War Furnace seems to think we've got it. It didn't really matter, Funky. We were gonna... So, like, I just chose to get their biggest thing. Like, I don't know. It was either way. Good game, War Furnace. We're at 3, right? Who's next? I can go look at my chat communication, I suppose. Oh, did you wish me here in Discord? Maybe it's Discord where I have the list. Yeah, I didn't play that one perfectly either, Furnace. If I had just attacked you all out 1 turn sooner, you would have been dead before all that late game drama. Yep, you got me to 1, but not 0. D, shut up about Ryan versus plus chat is OP. Do you hear what I said? I want you to shut up about it now, D, because we did the math. I am better without chat. I am better offline without chat than online with chat. So shut it now. But D, I do love your emotional investment. Never seen someone so confident that I would 07 than D before this event. It's a fair observation that the margin between my success offline and success online could be the difference between having a timer or not. It's more of an X-Files thing. It's the, he wants to believe. You can go look at the sample size. My spreadsheet has results and it differentiates between off-air play and on-air play. Oh, sorry, it's on me now. Thanks, Mama. It's Rob Lowe, the Planeswalker. I mean, turn 3 Nightmare, like, every game's pretty good. Well, we got a Nightmare target, but we may be under some pressure before we can deploy it. With the turn 1 Elf. Oh, that's a nice solid 2-drop, but at least it's not a bunch of pressure. I think I timed out. Remember, what's his name? The dude named from Russia, named after the 2-mana flyer. I think I gave him 1 timeout. But other than that, timeouts are just for D. Why was D timed out? Oh, it's a long ongoing list, Nanduff. Why was Vaporkin timed out? Because he was being misogynist and racist. Yeah, let's go for the elf here. I mean, with Selesnya up, there could be a response that takes elf out of nightmare range, but let's make him have it. Yeah, we actually just snap banned some idiots, but... D is the only regular who we tell to shut up on the regular. Uh-huh. Sure. All right, so we got rid of their Recollect. We know what's in their hand. We could Rec Sage to get our Greenseeker back, but I just like ambushing. Maybe even ambush the Visionary. I am technically giving them a chance to like draw some counterspells. That would suck if they happen to rip a counterspell right now, but I risked it. That's funny. Interesting to me that Oppo finds their graveyard worth a Brontodon. I like passing and making wolf tokens until we need to do something else. Such as, I guess that explains that, well, they could have just waited though. I guess that's why they wanted the all the cards in there. That makes some sense. Do we want to take a turn off? No, we don't. Right now I want another 3/3. And then next turn we get to untap and do like Pulsed Chupacabra for double removal if they come with some defense here. Yeah, they put a lot into Uro, but we get to re-kill it. And now they're out of the fuel to get it back again. And we get the double kill even. Great. Are these exile? No exile, so we just do one and then the other. Yeah, I think we took Chupacabra over the 3/4 from Theros that we all like so much. We took Chupacabra over the Knight, Sir Conrad, and the Spawn, yeah. Oops, we're not drafting. I was just habit. I click this play button until I'm playing. Who's next? Also, I win. You guys can win the other 3 if you want. I still got this week. Still waiting. Boy, Dionysus wants my head of hair. I want to see you guys win a week first. I can look at my Whisper on Discord, probably to get my order of opponents. So Dylan PH, Dylan Broface. I'm coming for you, Dylan. Sir Elgar went for 5-2 on this one. Yeah, that's kind of what we came up with. The off-air came out a touch ahead, but not within statistical relevance. Oh, sorry. This is on me? No. Select deck. Just missed. If I 7-0, I get to protect my eyebrows. That's my first reward for 7-0. Who was it? Who was it that timed you out? D's coming back swinging. Careful, D. You just get timed out again. We love you, D. Hang out. Be nice. Well, we're gonna go for a look for a land here. Come on, Green Seeker. Yeah. That's good. We don't have a good play here, but we do have Demise up. Should Dylan play something worth demising? Such as that dude. Yeah, you're right. We should have upkeeped it. But they do. There's negates in the cube, so I didn't even want to give him a chance to negate or anything. Well, we're only getting lands off the Green Seeker. Let's keep looking. Yeah, I love it. And against this deck, we're certainly going to pass and try to get an ambusher down. Although with them doing that, we're going to go ahead and ambush now. The whole point... Now, they may have removal or whatever, but what I'm afraid most is against a instant speed deck, a flash deck, is counterspells. So we're going to get the ambusher down under counter magic. Right on. I'm glad I got one off of Tup. Yeah, so we got it killed, and if we had waited and did it at end of turn, we're not exposed to that risk, but I was more concerned again about the counterspell, so I did it that way. And not the worst. we get to play out our Dryad here, see if it sticks. Hey, Tup. I hear we're crushing our viewers today. Nice job on the 6-1 and good game. How about cube drafting on Arena, right? Oh my god. So now, do they have something for the Dryad, or are we going to take over? They do have something for the Dryad, but not for long. We get to pulse that, or if we find swamps, we get to Chupacabra it. We could also Hydra it, right? We can make a 3/4 that fights the deputy and at least gets us on board. That also plays around negate. So I like a Hydra here to play around negate. Oh yeah, I could look for a land first. You're right. I should do that. Is Essence Shatter in the cube? Essence Scatter in the cube? I didn't know. That's a interesting draw as well. But still, just make a big creature. I think if they've got the Essence Scatter, at least we have Forever Young. You know. Well, dive down. At least we don't lose our Hydra. And all attack. Yes, that gets in. You got it, Mama. Gonna have to get rid of some of these flyers, though, or that could be trouble. We're building quite the army here, though. Get a little stiff in the old neck. Old man neck. Ugh. Swamp is nice because we get Chupi. And I like Chupacabra Pulse over Allosaurus 2-for-1. At least, again, if there's counter magic, we get one of these through. And I'm going to start with the Chup because if we get this countered, we get it back with Forever Young, and then we get Resolve the Pulse. Blast Zone for 3. Can we do it all now, though? Like... Blast Zone for 3. If we wait a turn. Oh, can't shoot Pulse. Yeah, not enough black. Good call. So maybe if we played a land this turn. Oh yeah, because I played out the Swamp excitedly. So I think we do Choop here, and then we have 2 left over to. We can put 1 charge on the Blast Zone. If we leave, how many? We need 4 total mana to get Blast Zone to 3. So if we wanted to spend 2 mana this turn, we could still Blast Zone up to 3. Well, I like to figure out my whole turn before I do anything, Logan, because when I just go, oh, let's attack and figure it out, then I realize I completely screwed up. So yes, combat's going to happen first, but I still want to work out my whole... the whole idea of my turn here. Yeah, I mess it up a lot, as True. You're not wrong, True, right? It's one of my leaks. I'm trying to work on it. So That being said, though, given their block situation, we at least go in and then we find out whether they have any, because they're probably going to actually tap something with Giant Killer, and if they do that, we're in great shape. So let's see if they. I don't want to risk kicked Dino until now. Now we can, because they can't stop it, right? Oh, kick it. Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Go on, then. Yeah, this has been a, like, secret MVP of our run today. All right, with the Hanged Executioner and 4 mana, they do have the ability to exile a creature. They probably need to get rid of our Dryad right now, yep. But hopefully we've done enough that we're still going to get there. And we'll see what's up here. It can be very... When I say secret, it's because its ability is pretty subtle, right? Like, drawing lands isn't sexy as drawing a sweet-looking spell or whatever, and you can forget how important the lands you got from the Keeper were. So Reborn gets one thing. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I still can't Pulse and Choop, but we could Pulse and Young. And we get back an Ambusher. We could get back we could Forever Young the Ambusher and just get it back as well. Get it back and play it. I'm probably overthinking this and should kill their Giant Killer and just get in. In fact, I'm going to do it with Choopy, though. Pulse Young and win. How do you see a win? If we Pulse Young and win... Yeah, we can't win, right? So I'm just going to do Choop here. And swing away, including the Green Seeker. I'd rather have the damage from Green Seeker at this point. And now we need to fade a Sweeper or some crazy way in which Dylan can find 9 damage. Hey, meme value.
All right, everyone, chill.
I didn't feel at this point in the game we don't care about land. We just want to get attack damage in. Still had all these. Double meme value. Except this meme's broken, I think. So, but in the name of Mama, I have to give her my best fake impression of it. Maybe it works. Let's see.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me, lads.
I don't know why. Why does it work and not work? I don't know. Deck's working, though, I'll tell you that much. Deck, she is working. Wait, am I at 5 or... How many wins do I have? Was that 5? I think I'm updating it every time. Yeah. 5-0. All right, and next up... Let me look at who that is. Well, according to this, I've played everybody. Wait. I think I'm just behind on... Because, like, according to this, Zach is the last person. I think we are at, we're at 6-0. Oh, we skipped Intangible. Okay, that's my... I was just looking at your list. Okay. I was going off the list. And wait, what am I doing here? I'm going for Zach? Do I need to add Zach? All right, I'll add Zach. Hold on, back to that. Copy that. Add the friend. Yeah, I didn't see it. You said there was a request waiting, but I didn't see it. I don't... There's nothing here saying there's a request. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's their sent one. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't see a friend request. Is Intangible ready? All right. Intangible, you're up. Oh, Intangible. I'm trying to make you up. There. Yep. Yep. Now I screwed it up. There we go. All right. Forget Intangible. We'll try again on Zach. Our mana has been great so far. I haven't really had to mulligan. I'm going to acknowledge that as well. The Shuffler's been with us in this event. Good game, Dylan. Goose is loose. Blast Zone's going to be good against red aggro, that's for sure. It's hard to say, D. Probably a little column A, a little column B. Another Nightmare around for Oppo. I guess it doesn't matter when we get the Blast Zone going, because it's not going to matter here. Let's go Wolf Willow on Forest. True, you got to get a microphone, then you'll start taking over. Okay, we're gonna Hydra. Well, we could Nightmare the Krenko. We can also just Hydra the Krenko, and that gets us on board blocking as well. So I'm just gonna do that. We'll make a 2/3 fight Krenko and have a decent blocker. Sea of Fiddles. Can't be 12-0, right? Because we're like we can only go 6-0 against chat. And boy, what's the thing we want dead the most here? I guess these are both 2s. Let's just take out the Banneret and then blast zone the 2s. Yeah, the Hydra can... that's true. That's fair. Maybe we can rethink that if we don't want. But I like... I would give up the Hydra to take out this whole board. But looks like we don't even need to. Can we even add... No, we can't add a counter because we don't... because it needs to tap. Now this is Cube Draft! We draft in Nessian Boar. Nessian Boar, huh. Well, we can go Ranger, but if we find a land off Ranger, we don't actually get to do anything, except maybe put some counters on Blast Zone. So we could Reborn, but then we're not actually applying pressure with that play. I think I'm just going to go with Ripjaw Raptor, apply some pressure, maybe even offer the Hydra. If they want to double block, we'll take out the Oracle. I kind of would like them to block, because then if we clear their board, we can get the boar with the Eldest Reborn, if they find a forest. They had a clean block, but, you know, we tried and it worked. Sometimes you bluff, and there you go. So, Raptor, here's what I want to do. Works for me. God, there's some world in which you do, though, right, Sir Elgar? Some world in which you want to put 0, activate. Whenever you activate the ability of a land, effect. Now I want to run out Jade Light Ranger and see what kind of stuff we find. Boy, Zach is taking forever. Why does he play so slow? Forever Young. Do we want that? Gilded Goose is all right. I guess we'll take it, but that just seems like that's putting time between us and winning to keep that. I don't think we're doing anything else with this food. I guess we'll eat it. Well, we got the pulse figured out now, but we have too much good action. So much good action. We're gonna Allosaurus this Dweller. All right. 6-0, looking for an eyebrow-saving win. Well, this is exactly what D was hoping for. Going into Game 7 on the cusp of 07, right? Not the way D planned it, though. No. I get to save my eyebrows. If I can win this game, my eyebrows are safe. Hang in there, buddies. Hang in there. It's okay. I know I abuse you sometimes. Sometimes I pluck at my eyebrows nervously, but I want them there. I want them there. On the play with the Paradise Druid, looks good. Yeah, that's a draft token. We get one free draft. I'm gonna just, against black here, do nothing, and end of turn ambusher. Well, turn three ambusher in cube draft specifically. So we could start making the wolves. There's a lot of sense to that, but we would also just take a couple turns to really dump our hand and get other stuff going. I mean, we play Eldest Reborn. Yeah, we just got to put Dryad out, right? And then they both start going nuts. But we can attack first. But now we probably just hold unless they kill one of these. Oh, man, what a great draw for us. I was just going to say, this could actually be a little bit problematic. But we're going to have to give up another turn of activity on Ambusher to go ahead and exile this Witch right now so that Intangible can't untap and kill our our Dryad. So we're going to go Demise Greenseeker here. We could Ranger, but then we can't cast Demise? I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to put an upkeep stop for green seeking. Does that matter? Or no, I guess we just try and draw it naturally, and then green seek main if we don't find one naturally. Or it doesn't matter, Intangible gives it up. My eyebrows are safe! Yes, the 7-0 happened. Yes, don't worry. No worries. You're safe. You're safe. When is Mike playing this? Well, I promised more magic, so we're not even done yet. First, let me wrap this up, and then we'll go finish the draft we started this morning, okay? Oops, that's not where we're at. We are here. Dionysus, you are hilarious. How about a congratulations, Dionysus? Because you know what? I know I crow a little bit, but I tell you, if you guys 07 me, I'm going to say goodbye to control over my head, and I'm going to congratulate you. So, you know, I promise you this, D. I'm not going to give you a this is crap. Well, I shouldn't do that. I'm pretty tilty. Maybe you will tilt me, and I'll start spouting off like D if I go 07. I beat D at some point. That was a lot of fun. Loyal, thanks for building that cube. That was Loyal's cube, and I had a lot of fun with it, obviously. It's easy to have fun when you go 7-0 in your Magic Day. So, and high five, Tupperware. We shut them out, Tups. We shut them out. 12-0 against chat from the streamers. So Team Streamer takes down Team Chat today. And I'm going to say goodbye to our YouTube friends. Hope you liked that. That was a lot of fun. We're going to do this every Friday, and hopefully we'll catch you for the next one. Bye.